stuff's already done. Sweet. Let's rock and roll.
Yeah. First, we're doing Big Bank, one of the more popular heists. There's quite a bit of objectives that take a while to complete that we need to. Normally, you need to complete to finish this heist. But to actually complete the heist, all you need to do is get 4 bags and secure them, and then the escape will pop up. So
No bags.
we actually, yeah. All we have to do is find 4 bags, secure them, and leave.
Got the 4th one.
You have the 4th one?
Yeah.
Y'all can
Yeah, it's
start dropping down like one by one or something. Or maybe not. There we go.
Still not
Yeah.
too bad.
compared to the time it takes to do all the other objectives, it's way faster doing it this way.
Okay, next heist, Hotline Miami.
Yeah, casually a big bank takes around 10 minutes to complete. There's also another strategy called ECM rushing, which like ECM's a special equipment that block all the alarms and pages from going off.
Takes around like what, 4 minutes?
4 or 5
4
minutes.
to 5, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Generally, completing a heist in stealth is way faster than in loud. So that's why that thing's implemented. We're gonna be using that later on too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't go forward.
Rick didn't listen to you.
Ow. Once you use something?
Where is he? There he is. Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4 gas cans. Cool.
Yeah. Complete this heist is really pretty simple. All you have to do is get the right shipping code and put it into the machine, and then there's a timer that you just have to wait for. But to actually complete the heist, you have to get the right code in. So we have to complete 3 objectives that will trigger a voice line that'll tell us where the commissar is, which code we need.
Got it. Well, looks like a Russian friend is somewhere in, hold on. Got it. Downtown.
Downtown.
Cigars.
What, right? Cigars?
Cigars. Yeah, cigars.
Uh,
I don't see any cigars.
saw some.
Remember, you're looking for a clue about downtown Washington. A file, hint, anything. That's where he's at.
Come on, where's the cigars?
Found it?
Get busy. Police are here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, usually the 3 objectives you have to complete to get the voice line is kill all the gangsters, burn the 4 cars, and then place the C4. The C4 objective is probably the most time consuming, so we skip that one. Luckily, because there's an area trigger that exists for when you actually enter the basement. And oh yeah, sorry. And when you run through that area trigger, it counts as one of the 3 objectives. So
Yeah.
Hey, you could roll like you could just YOLO this and roll a 1 and 5, but
It'd be slower. Oh, you have the chance for it to be faster, but typically it'll be slower.
yeah, because
Yeah,
the
because,
barcode
like,
scanner's
the wrong
between
code.
it's between 1 and 3 minutes. So
Yeah.
and you could lose that multiple times if you just YOLO'd it.
Yeah, also, typically, there's no way out of the basement, so we usually just send ourselves into custody. But we got lucky and there was a out-of-bounds spot that's like a 1 in 5 chance of appearing.
Doesn't matter much, right? Because you gotta have all the people in the escape zone when it pops up to escape. So we usually just die, but we got lucky in this one. It doesn't matter though, like.
Time-wise, it
1 and
makes
3
no
people.
difference. It's just convenience.
It's also kind of cool.
Downtown Washington. File, hint, anything.
So I guess I could start explaining like why we teleported as well, because like when you go out of bounds the map, you will hit the teleport trigger, like for that void TP. In solo runs, you would teleport to the closest available inbounds location, but in co-op, like in multiplayer, you would actually teleport to the closest player. Like the solo thing would only work if like all the players are dead.
Well, it's not even
And we're gonna be
closest
utilizing.
inbounds location, it's just closest location that doesn't have TP denial.
Yeah, but that's like
And then
too
there's
much detail, basically.
Yeah.
You use that to move around in some heists, like teleporting long distances instead of just running them, which we're gonna use on the next day in a bit. Like, it's a lot of RNG involved, so like we're not getting the fastest time on the barcodes, because I
We're actually
believe it
getting
can
the
be
slowest.
from like 1 minute to 3 minutes. Yeah, probably the
it's
slowest
a
actually.
minute and a half to 3 minutes.
Yeah. I guess we get more time to explain stuff though.
Yeah, there's a lot of heists where the variation is just like how long something takes. It's
Yeah. Well, that's what we managed to narrow it down to by the amount of stuff we skip. Oftentimes it's just luck.
Because day one casually is like what, around 8 minutes to 9 minutes, something like that. No, yeah,
sometimes
we go
sometimes
day
up
one
to
glitchless.
12
because
minutes, depending if you want to do some of the alternate objectives.
Yeah.
true.
Get loud, so dress to impress.
And so on this one, we're gonna utilize another major glitch. Like the first one we didn't explain yet, but we'll explain in a second. Which is, we call it collision removal. So basically, any object, like a door or something, has an animation, and that can be moved by bouncing a grenade collision from a rocket launcher into
Grenade launcher.
into a door, or like the object, like what it can be, whatever that has an animation. The thing that you want to move. Basically, the game really doesn't like when there are two collisions stuck inside one another,
I'm enjoying a martini in here. How you like that?
and it moves the doors. Like, it's probably better demonstrate right here, like they're doing it right now. Doing something else to give us access to the corridor. The reason we do this is to skip going through the, like, this building is like literally a maze, and also we're skipping the trigger like that spawns enemies, like most of them.
There are
We
some
save
scripted
around
enemy spawns.
yes, we save around a minute, right? Minute or two by doing that. And if you're wondering why the door that we moved has an animation, like, it's not openable, but it's just a copy paste asset basically from like all the doors that can be opened. You're not supposed to open that door, but it still has an animation coded in, pretty much. That's why it's movable. We call them real fake doors because they're
they're
fake,
never
but
intended.
they're
They're never
real because
intended
they
to
have an
open.
animation. Yeah. But since they're just like a reused asset, they still have an animation. Because there are some doors, like, which we call them fake doors, that like they were never intended like to be used as an openable door, just a decoration or a texture or whatever. They usually don't have an animation, so they're not movable.
Yeah. So right now we're just mailing the drill. The reason why is because there's a perk in the game that just means that there's a 50% chance that when you hit it, it'll restart if it's broken. And since the game says like an 80-something% chance.
Yeah, and it's scripted to break at least once from 1 to 3 times. So, like repairing it
yeah.
is way slower. Like,
And Expo
Yeah.
tried to hit a skip at the start of like the frame perfect repair, because you can have different skills for the drill, and if you have different skills from someone else, you can upgrade
definitely
it.
a free break, by the way.
Yeah.
Right time, man.
And because this one has,
Yeah.
this is one of the few drills that will always can have a maximum of breaking 4 times naturally, but it always breaks on when the heli shoots rockets at it. So if you
Yeah,
time
the
the
fourth time is basically.
yeah, and if you time the
Scripted
interaction
break.
right, you can repair it as it breaks.
But
Like,
it
it's
is
like a frame
pretty
perfect
much
trick.
frame. Yeah.
I've seen him hit it once though.
We have hit
During
it once.
practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The chance of it happening are like really, really slim.
Yeah, so I guess I'll explain the objective chains on some heists as well. Like the very first one, Big Bank, it's a really soft objective chain. You have to do a lot of them in glitchless, but in any percent in reality, like all the objectives are easily hittable. Easily skippable, my bad. That means like the game only cares about the final objective, which is like securing 4 bags that triggers the escape zone to appear so you can escape the level. This one unfortunately isn't like that. Like our goal in this mission is to kill the guy inside the vault who's hiding here, but he only spawns in once the drill is finished. So like we can skip all the objective before we get the drill objective, but we actually gotta finish it.
We still
But we
skip
can at least
a lot of the heist because it's a minute and a half to 2 minutes that you save,
yeah.
which is nice.
But at least we can move the door out of the way to like skip the animation of it opening, because it's like 2-3 seconds usually before you can kill the guy, and we can kill him instantly as he spawns basically.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this done, by the way?
Why not?
Keep yapping. Yeah, so now all we have to do is to finish for the wait for the drill to finish. Now let's
Yeah.
see this one.
He doesn't spawn directly after the drill's done. Like you'll see the wheel there turn a bit, then he'll spawn.
I think it's
so
like
it's pretty easy to time.
Yeah, it's like a second delay, I think, from drill
Yeah, it's pretty
finishing
easy
to
time.
him spawning.
Oh, and the reason we don't extinguish the fires is because the helicopter might spawn again if you don't. And they're just dead spots, and we can sit in the vault, like we can repair the drill safely. Is it about time?
Yeah.
Should
Like
be,
yeah,
yeah.
they'll spawn.
There you go. Spend the
If I
money.
can
Dirty
spot
money
the thing.
anyway.
Yeah, as you can tell, there's like no enemies around.
It's the far side.
Yeah, because we basically skipped the assault trigger.
Yeah.
Some scripted spawns they like still appear, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the game
sometimes you
isn't-
can get absolutely no spawns. Sometimes you'll get a handful. It's that bit we don't quite understand why it works the way it works, but nice.
I have arranged for
Some
your
breakout.
This one I'll explain during this one. Some of one of the other main glitches.
got Hoxton a retrial. Not you, Hox.
yeah, whatever the hell we did on Big Bang at the beginning, because it's such a short heist, we don't really have time to
With his record, he ain't gonna walk.
Yeah.
fully
That's not
explain
the point.
what we're doing. It's just like a spectacle first heist.
We're going to grab him right after the hearing. A nice little screw you.
But like before he does that, let me just like this one is a pretty much glitchless because it's like a really hard objective chain, but you can still do some little tricks. Like we gotta escort this friend over here to the car, and he'll play out an animation at the beginning. But if you leave one of the guys alive, he'll aggro onto them, like so, and that skips the second animation, like the stagger from popping out, which saves like around 10 seconds maybe.
We got trapped.
That sucks.
I like it.
and barriers.
At least it's not trucking car.
Areas are fine.
Yeah.
Trucking.
But yeah, so the something you've seen before is us use this sniper. So the reason why is because when you swap to it, it actually spawns a collision that you can stand on or that can push you around. So there's two different tricks that we use using this collision. So the first is you've seen happen before, which is sniper climbing, where you swap off the weapon, jump, and then swap back to it, and it spawns a collision below you. So that is used to, of course, you get out of bounds, get on top of objects, that sort of thing. It's pretty easy to do. It's mostly to do with timing, as long as you have fast enough swap speed using skills. The other thing that you can do is called sniper clipping, where you use the sniper to set up an out-of-bounds spot. So you don't just clip out of bounds, like it doesn't just push you out of bounds. You have to, it doesn't push you out of bounds. Instead, you have to set up a collision in a specific spot to be able to clip out of bounds. It's quite precise, but like once you learn how to do it, it's a lot easier than it looks.
It's basically a pocket, like, out of bounds spot that you can place pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
Like go through a wall, through a floor if you want, if you need to. It's a really powerful tool.
Yeah, it's
The way
one of
out
the
of
most
bounds.
yeah,
Go
it's
on,
one of the most broken glitches in the game, to be honest. That's why it only existed for one patch. The gun was added in update 233, and then immediately the glitch was patched in update 233.1.
Was it like 1 or 2 days they existed for? It wasn't
Yeah,
long
it's
at all.
just-
And we didn't know
typical,
about this at the time. One of the people in our community, Levy Barber, was insistent that we could do what we can now do with it, and spent hours researching it until he and you as well, Expo, you spent a lot of time researching it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like we always knew that you could set up an out of bounds
Yeah, we knew that the
spot with
potential
it,
was there.
but like it was so like we thought it was just so precise because of it is really precise. Like we do a bunch of tricks to be able to actually get it in the right spot out of bounds, but like a lot of us now are able to do it super fast, which of course is
It's
great.
like muscle memory at this point, and also you could usually just like find a line enough to make it faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty rare that we don't have good lineups for a heist. Like a specific
also-
spot that you look on the floor and do your weapon switching.
Well, a lot of the time, creating a lineups is like super easy. Like it's you just randomly get it and then look back on your video and see if you got it and see where you were looking when you got it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Most of the time though, it's precise. Like to get in the right position, you have to like go into a corner and then do precise taps to get in the right spot. It's a lot more precise for floor clips than it is for wall clips. But like overall, it's gotten pretty easy for us because of how long we've been practicing.
Yeah, a lot of like co-op runs involve that because you can't really involve a lot of sniper climbing. Because in solo, you usually don't waste your time on climbing. You just flip out like wherever you want to get places.
Yeah.
And climbing only tends to be handy if you need to, if a map is like the objectives are above you, which is pretty rare for this game. Like generally the maps are pretty flat, or you need to go lower to get to your objectives. But even then, that's still rare.
Yeah.
There's ammo here.
I want to know where my store ammo went. I have not used this thing.
Clearly you put down a turret, and you just didn't notice.
But I guess so. I brought facts, an ammo bag, and a turret.
Yeah, but it's this heist is pretty much glitchless.
I think it's really entirely glitchless, because even that skip with Hoxton, that's just understanding how the mechanics of the AI work.
Yeah.
True. Use
I
the
found
same
the room.
mechanic on PvP as well. You found it right, okay.
You know, just set me up a fact.
Too. You lucky lad.
It's like a Minecraft water bucket clutch, pretty much. The
Yeah.
first aid kits, just like the moment you lose all your health, they'll like instantly be used up.
Yeah. It's funny
If you
because
see him, I just jumped out right now.
it's funny because you can actually like before you hit the ground you can actually place one. But if you're not the host, then it won't count as placing it until after you die.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of desync.
Yeah, there are some tricks you use for desync though, like
Yeah, you can place it on like some more elevated surface.
yeah.
So we usually just like replace them whenever we can.
Yeah, this day was pretty simple.
Yeah, but
The next day,
won't be as
however,
glitchless as this one. Yeah.
yeah, not nearly as glitchless.
This one is the next one's the CR showcase. The collision removal showcase, should I say.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna move a lot of doors.
That was a terrible... the RNG was so bad on that. So
That could have
unfortunate.
been worse.
Yeah.
Almost the worst.
Way more than those minge
Yeah.
wankers could dig up. Someone ratted. Someone.
Alright, frames.
Already done.
30 frames.
No, it ain't.
So we're switching frames because it's has a bigger effect on lower frames. Like the game vanilla allows you to switch frames.
Yeah.
Out of bounds and certain glitches, it just loves low frames.
Yeah, some games are just like some tricks on this heist are not the heist. Some tricks in this game are a lot easier on lower frames. Some are a lot easier on higher frames. Like sometimes you straight up just need higher or low frames. Like it's requirement.
Go on, Hox. Keep moving. We do the same thing on this heist as well as we did on the previous one to try and get Hoxton to move a little bit faster by aggroing him on some enemies at the start.
Yeah. So this this heist, like there's doors everywhere that are locked, like that are locked behind objectives. So yeah, typically what you have to do is you wait for Hoxton to finish hacking the computer in here. Then he'll give you a random objective, and then you're able to go over there, spend time opening some doors, and then then finish the objective. The thing is that we don't have time for that, so we just open all the doors early using collision removal.
Oh shit, I just switched monitors.
Yeah, some of them are coded in a way that allows you to open them from the inside for whatever reason.
Yeah, so like most of the doors, like you go over there, you
I didn't mess up the recording.
you move the door slightly, then you open them from the inside. Like you don't even have to push them all the way out of the way. But some of them you do though. The ones that you can't just open.
There's like what, 3 of them?
Yeah.
Like the objective ones, I mean.
Yeah, I think everything's open, right?
Yeah, it should be, yeah.
Yeah, it should be.
I
Someone get
did.
the IT room.
Yeah, I did IT. I did forensics.
Okay, I did the door by Hoxton just in case. But yeah, so this heist is has pretty solid sequence. So what you have to do the way you escape is you have to get a server and put it into the van downstairs, and that triggers the escape. So once you finish all the objectives, a server spawns in there and you can grab it. 10 seconds, by the way. And then you can escape. So typically you have to do all the objectives to get a server. However, there is one objective in this heist that does spawn a server that's not the server of the escape. So if you get it, you can just skip all the objectives. Of course, it's a 1 in 5 chance of actually getting it, but...
If you do get it, like on the first objective, it saves like 9 minutes, then 6, then 3, so...
Yeah, this one's probably the most RNG dependent heist in the entire game. Like, it's the one that has the most variations of completion time based on RNG.
Yeah, because every time you complete an objective, a 100-second timer starts, and you have to wait for that timer to finish before you can move on to the next objective. Despite the fact that we open all the doors to all the objective areas, like, well before the start.
Yeah.
If
Still a pretty decent time save, but like if you get if you high roll a server on the first one, then it's amazing. Like the reason it works also is because they share the same code, both servers. Like the only difference is in glitchless, you just have to bring the IT server over to that room, but like the game doesn't like you don't have access usually to this bottom area, like where the escape car is. But with the help of collision moving, you can actually move that door out of the way and open it to access the car. So if you bring over that objective server, it counts as the final server.
Yeah, the other thing is these objectives that you have, like the doors, they take like a while. Like this is a 20-second lockpick timer. Down there is like a 30-second drill if you don't have a key card or an ECM. Like all of these objectives like take a while. Like you could save your key cards to actually open the objectives, but not all of them you can do that. And even then, it's technically still longer.
Because your other options to make them quicker is still like you place C4 to do it faster. Otherwise, it's you use a drill, which can take. I can't even remember what the drill timer is on this heist anymore. But it's at least is it 30 seconds? I would have thought. I thought it was way longer than that.
6 seconds.
Okay.
5, I think.
Hey, you got server skip.
There we go.
Yeah, so all we have to do is grab the server, and instead of taking it to Hoxton, where he wants it up there, we instead take it right to the escape, where normally the store is closed. We can open it.
The car is close too, but you can throw it in like that.
Yeah, there's a little bit of the secure zone sticking out. Oh, that's invite friends. We don't want that.
Yeah, nobody plays with
friends.
Yeah.
Some revenge.
You know, friends either we hate each other.
Absolutely, yeah. We hate everyone. We hate this game. Like every
I like
speedrunner.
this game.
Every
the other one
hates
out,
the
that's
game
why we hate him. Yeah, that's pretty much universal. This is the one we utilize ECM rushing on, because like if you go out, like this.
Not this one.
No, not this one.
It's the diamond we use ECM.
Oh yeah, right. True.
Yeah. This one is another one that's pretty much it's pretty much glitchless. We do use a little trick at the beginning of like a little bit of sniper climbing just to get over the wall here.
Because there is ways that organically spawn in that let you through the fence, but they can be blocked by guards, or they can be in really inconvenient positions that are really slow to get to. So we just use the sniper.
Nice little RNG eliminator, pretty much.
Yeah.
I need help up here, I think.
Guys. Zombie, go help him, I got this.
Are you gonna be okay?
I'm alright.
Yeah. So this, can you kill that guard? Yeah.
It's code and boss.
I can't hear you
Yeah.
at all, but
I
all
did
is
see
well.
the laptop, but I'm struggling to remember where. I think it was the dining room.
Yeah.
I got
So
it.
It's dining
But
room
yeah,
or
this
kitchen,
one.
because that's the only place I've been so far.
Yeah, this one's pretty much just
Don't see
do
it.
the like do the objectives without getting caught. Like
Oh,
there's
it's
no real
then
trick
it's
we
then
can
it's
do.
this one. My mistake. I got it. I'll wait by this one for now.
Yeah. I have an evidence up here if you need it.
I got one already. Like this one, you gotta finish in stealth because in loud, it will take you around 3 more minutes.
Yeah, and you can't use
No,
the
not even 3
ECM.
more minutes, like 5 more minutes.
And
It depends at what point you go loud, but yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
you can't ECM rush this heist because of wait. You guys are gonna have to juggle, or I don't think you can juggle. Can you?
Can't. It's gonna be a restart.
Excellent.
I like it.
Unlucky. Skill issue.
Yeah, basically, you only have 4 pages to use.
Did someone get
So
kicked?
we used up all 4.
Luna got kicked.
I got kicked. Oh. And that's the great anti-cheat like system of this game. It just kicks you for throw a bag like as the heist restarts.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to get kicked from a game, just throw it as it restarts.
Yeah, just stop throwing. Like if you don't want to get kicked.
Stop throwing.
Like I just did pretty much, yeah. I'm throwing. Over, yep, dude. I didn't notice. I said the reason they have like camo on, right? So I don't see them.
They have lights on them.
He was like not looking my way, I think. No, he was in
That's because we waited too long in the menu.
Yeah.
he was in the bush, bro. I didn't see him. Luckily, it's not that big of a mistake. I got it. Cards and code.
Okay.
Got 1 card already.
Got the other
Yeah.
card.
There's pretty big variation between the objectives,
Wanna push
but
her?
Telephone pole. Sorry, I need to find the pole.
Yeah. Go on, Expo.
yeah, there's just a pretty decent variation between the
Oh, you're kidding me.
objectives.
Right.
I'm,
You're getting
I'm stuck in my
bullied.
location. Yeah.
You have the other key.
Well, it's the pull. I'll go pull it.
It's out the front. Oh, I'll
oh,
be able
it's
to. I can get to it now.
Alright.
Alright, you go back in. You wanna-
We have the second key card yet or no?
No, that's already in. That's already in.
Okay. There's a guard coming, I need help.
Come on. I got him.
Yeah, you and Sal. Put in the code.
Roger. One moment, please. Today's code is
Oh, zombie throwing.
8394.
It's fine.
Please remember it next time. This is very sensitive
No problems
information.
except
He's not there for me at all.
Fine, don't worry about it. It's fine.
The great decent dude. Loot.
That's all our things. Cool.
I know one's in already.
One's in. Let's see. 3 in here. Okay, we got all 4.
Cool.
Just make sure I don't throw again. See that guy?
Why is he? Oh, their range to see on this heist is insane.
Yeah.
Maybe Payday
that's
2
how I
stealth
got
is just
spotted.
not very good.
Perhaps.
The Payday
Do you
2 is
wanna
just
head-
You
not
need to
very
head back.
good.
Do you want to
Yeah,
head back
to
to?
the thing.
I will. Bro, the way he sees you from like a mile away is crazy, dude. Yeah, I have
Absolutely
time.
awesome.
Yeah, so like if you place an ECM this time over here stops. So unfortunately cannot ECM rush it.
All right, guys, get that
It would be great if you could.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit. Who thought he'd be able to take us
I'm getting ECM after though, so I have time, but didn't even get called. There you go.
Yeah. As soon as that time lock's finished, you can head on your way.
Yeah.
The dime. It's
It's
historic.
historic.
I highly doubt it's historic. It's clearly brand new.
As you shall.
Yeah, it's just made out of plastic. It's not a real diamond.
It's a real fake diamond.
True.
Yeah. So you may notice that, like, sometimes during the heist we hurt ourselves. That's because there is a perk in the game that whenever your armor breaks, it gives everyone a speed boost. And we just use that to speed each other up.
Alright, babe. I know.
So this is the one we're gonna ECM rush because the no objectives that get blocked by it, and like it's just way faster to do this instead of sneaking
One.
around.
Yeah. So essentially, this is one of the heists that use
Free.
sniper clipping.
Don't move.
4.
Alright, nice.
So the objective chain for this heist
30.
is that you need to get the diamond, of course, and secure it, but you also have to finish both time lock hacks. So the thing is, they didn't actually check to see, like, you don't need to do one, wait for it to complete, and then do the other, and then wait for it to complete. You have to. I got it. You instead, what you can do is start one, clip in, start the other, clip in, grab the diamond, and then complete, and then secure it while the other ones are just completing.
Okay, shush for a second. One up, one right, one up, all the way right. 2 up, 3 left, 1 up, 2 left, all the way up. Alright, continue.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much it.
Puzzle that you have to solve is really good to have voice chat for this.
Yeah, the puzzle, bad.
Yeah. Lots of RNG on that one.
Zombie throwing?
Flip off in time. Sorry, gang.
Yeah, it's fine. So essentially on this one you can't really like just go in and grab the diamond.
You have to
It's
complete
not
the
the
time
trick
blocks.
is- Yeah, you have to complete them, but you can launch them, like set them up at the same time basically by sniper clipping through one of the gates.
Yeah.
So that shaves off a minute. Not to mention just like the puzzle's already done by the time they're opened.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which probably shaves off another 30 seconds at worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a minute 30 time save on that one.
Van, loud entry.
Dude, my load times are crazy today, holy.
Well, this is your heist, that's just horrendous.
It's my heist, yeah.
Uh,
Like, fun fact, I don't really need to frame limit on this one. I just get
Insider.
like a natural
Tell
30 FPS.
natural 30 FPS. Excellent game.
Yeah.
See if it gets rid
All
of
the
the...
textures at 4K.
Yeah, it didn't do it.
Fine.
I think that weird glitch happens if I do it all before before you guys have joined. But yeah.
Yeah.
My
I'll
time
just
for a bit.
until you zombie.
This is a bit. These two are going to be doing some 2-player decent.
Yeah.
Hands up.
Just
So brand new strategy for this heist.
Go expand.
okay. So yeah. So as you saw, Luna just used an out of bounds to teleport under the map, and if you don't move once you teleport back in, the sync state is really bad. So Luna will take a while to actually register her position
Sync up.
correctly. Yeah. And so Expo could use that to get into the vault early. By teleporting
Yeah, by
to...
continuously like teleporting
Yeah.
onto
Yeah,
my.
Okay. Good.
We
Well,
got
it's the left
we,
side, left side. This
Yeah, we
one's
got the-
another like soft objective chain, so we just like skip like 9 minutes of the heist of
Nice.
something.
Wow.
There we go.
That's the run.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Oh, just do this. That's when they load in.
yeah, for submission.
There we go. We have to do that for SRC, but